Mahalo and hello. Thank you so much for joining me for Last Week in Germany, where I'm going to go over the top posts from the German subreddits and catch up on the German news. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's do it. Oh, right off the bat, something interesting to me as an American. Tipping in Germany. 10 Guinness. I guess that's like half a liter. So 10 half a liters, that would be 5 liters. At what, €6.20 each? Okay. And someone bought a Budweiser? Okay. So you guys got absolutely wasted. $77 netto. And then what's this? Plus 19%? Is that the tip? MWST? There's no way. I thought it would be like 50 cents or something. Like, I thought the point of the post would be, look, see, this is how much you have to tip for 70 bucks of alcohol in Germany, 50 cents. What is this? Is this a compulsory 19%? That's actually kind of mind-blowing. Well, let me make sure that's what that is. Oh, that's the VAT tax, the value-added tax. Holy shit. 19%. So where's the tip? My friend and I just visited a bar in Cologne and we discussed how much to tip. I said round it up to 95 euros while he said 100 euros. Oh, okay, interesting. I have learned a lot about tipping in Germany and in Europe in general, and after all that, I have no fucking clue. I guess just like however much you feel like, you still argued about the tip after 13 beers. Yeah, you guys should be wasted. Way too drunk to even be able to argue about a tip. Okay, I'm kind of joking, okay? Between two people, I know you're not wasted after 13 beers. The people are saying both are okay. The only thing sort of interesting about it to me is like, why are you tipping on a tax, first of all, let alone a giant tax? Like here in America, the tax is not nearly this big, but people typically wouldn't tip on like the tax. But regardless, I guess, I don't know, maybe you're not, I don't know. That I can't get past the fact that there's a 19% tax. Anyway, I guess that's the tip for the government. That's hilarious that $2.50 would be like a fine tip. Though I will say for just some beers, even here in America, you could just round this up to 100 and call it good. I mean, all they did was pour beers. It's not like having a full meal where you have a waiter coming back and forth. So even here in America, I would tip them like $7. $2.50 would be pretty small. But it actually seems to kind of go back to what my actual initial intuition was just that it's kind of like whatever you feel like. 5 to 10% when the service was okay, 95, and if it was good, 100. A lot of people are saying 100. But see, they do seem to be calculating it. Like this guy says 100 euros is around an 8% tip, but that's an 8% tip on, yeah, that's an 8% tip on the frickin', like after the tax. Before the tax, that's like an 11, 12% tip. I, an international student from India, am 5 months in and the manual tray cleaning method still drives me crazy. Is this normal? All right, I don't know why they wrote it like this, so I'll read it and get back to you. All right, so it's about how this guy works at McDonald's. He's Indian, international student, works at McDonald's, and he was washing the trays, and they told him not to put them in the dishwasher. To save electricity, they need to be manually washed, but not actually washed, just sprayed on the dirty spots with water and then sprayed with disinfectant, which is pretty disgusting, I must say. I happen to actually have some experience here. I used to wash trays at McDonald's, and they would have me wash them manually, but with soap and water. How is that supposed to like save? This is very weird to me. Like water is I assume water is very cheap in Germany. It's very cheap here in America, like extremely cheap. So what's the idea? What are you trying to save? Trying to save soap? I mean, soap is also dirt cheap. Okay, so from what I'm reading, water is a little bit more pricey, like tap water in Germany than America, but like not that much. Somehow I doubt this is up to code in Germany. That's my thoughts. Call the health department. I highly doubt that's normal unless they are all keen on risking fines from the health department. This is not a way to save electricity, LOL, and your manager is insane. Yeah, I mean, is the trying to save electricity part like for the planet or for money? Because if it's for money, surely paying a human to do the labor is more expensive than running a dishwasher. Oh, the first European to fly to the moon will be German. Sometime in 2027, I guess, Europe's going to the moon. Should cars be on this road on the path where I have the blue arrow? Oh. You're asking me? Let's see, if I was in Germany driving around. Well, I mean, it shows people. It says people zone. Then it says bike free, which I don't know if that means like it's free of bikes or if this is a free place to bike. But I don't see anything about cars, so I would not go that way. Bikes are allowed at walking speed and only if they do not endanger pedestrians. No cars allowed except for police. Oh, cool. All right, top post on r/of. That's r/de. The Alliance 90 and the Greens. Greens will reject homeopathy as a future health insurance benefit. I mean, yeah. At the risk of being offensive, why would homeopathy be covered by health insurance? Unless you, like, paid extra to add that on. And it's not like, you know, a lot of people don't think that works. So why would they pay for it? Reasonable. Workers strike on Black Friday at Amazon warehouses in Germany. Oh no. They single-handedly dropped Germany's GDP by 7% this quarter. Wait, do you guys even have Black Friday? Why would you guys have Black Friday? Amazon said the strike would have no impact on customer orders and said it paid fair wages. You know, I know a lot of people hate on Amazon, but at least here in America, the wages actually are pretty decent. I wonder what they are in Germany. I don't know. I mean, there's info all over the place about how much they get paid. And this guy on Reddit says he makes 24 an hour. Most people start out at 20. So what is it in Germany? So Germany looks like about 15 euros. Night shift bonus. Which 15 is like, how much is that in USD? 1741. So pretty close. And I'm pretty sure you guys obviously have more benefits. I don't know. I mean, obviously that's not that good, but it's not, you know, there's worse. With that said, that would be cool if they unionized. This is my last question. Yes. Started out online, but over time, many German stores have adopted Black Friday sales. I mean, it is pretty convenient for everybody. I mean, the retailers and the consumers, of course, with just the timing, you know, like before Christmas. Okay, this is actually a compelling question. I have no idea if this is legal in America, let alone Germany. Is it illegal for parents to leave a 15-year-old home alone for 3 weeks with food for 3 weeks? The reason I think it's interesting is just because I know in Germany, you know, you guys raise your kids to be a lot more independent in general. I mean, they're freaking like taking the city bus to school at 8 years old. According to something, this depends on how developed the kid is. That's logical. I mean, by 15 years old, you should be able to freaking survive, man. I mean, I don't know. Especially with like phones and shit today. That's an interesting question, though. 3 weeks, I mean, it's kind of a long time. I think just typing this, I'm definitely going to be on a list. I definitely just flagged something in the Palantir system. Wee. Legally, in most states, yes. But practically, it's risky and often not recommended. I don't care about that. The U.S. has no nationwide minimum age. Most states also don't set a strict age for being home alone. Illinois is the strictest at 14. That's ridiculous. You can't even leave your 13-year-old kid at home at all? That's ridiculous. That's just... okay. Anyway, that's just Illinois there, though. The thing about America is, you know, we have 50 states, and there's absolutely ridiculous laws in some of them. Colorado, guidelines around 12 to 10. Okay, but that's a guideline. This makes sense to me, just like what the Germany thing was. You know, it's just use your discretion as a parent. Huh. It's weird. This is the second topic about tipping. Second post on that topic about tipping. Why are waiters so expecting tips so aggressively, but delivery guys don't? If you're aggressively expecting a tip, whatever that means, I'm not tipping you. That's like one principle about tipping that I adhere to. You only get tipped if you're nice about it. What do you mean aggressively? When a waiter demands a tip, I don't tip. Yeah, fuck no. Because asking for tips is rude. Yeah, no kidding. My least favorite approach is when waiters simply keep the change because they think they deserve a tip. Yeah, I mean, how is that any differently than them just reaching into your wallet and stealing a couple bucks out? It's not. Oh my God, after 25 lessons, I just failed my driving test and I'm very stressed. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That's just crazy. I mean, it just shows how difficult the German driving test really is. I failed because I didn't notice the cross traffic. I entered the junction with my indicator on, but I didn't check for other cars. It happened in the first 15 minutes of the exam. Now I have to wait for a new test date. My budget is already exhausted. That is an interesting aspect of the German, of the whole driver's thing in Germany. The fact that it costs a lot of money. I've spent a lot on this and now I have to continue paying. I'm almost sure I will fail again because I feel like it's impossible for me to notice every detail. So after you fail, is it required to get more paid lessons? Can you not just like study on your own? Maybe that's not effective. I don't know. I mean, with YouTube and stuff nowadays, I feel like you could study pretty effectively on your own. I'm sure it's one of those things where, you know, like it's difficult until it's not. And then, you know, you don't have it until you've got it. And then you've got it forever. And yeah, you'll succeed eventually. How's that for a pep talk? Pretty bad. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a good day. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.